Nigerian ex-users demand end to APC rule with End APC Now hashtag cite widespread hardship, poor governance. So the Nigerian netizens on X, formerly Twitter, have started calling for the total rejection of the ruling All Progressives Congress APC in the country's political space. This agitation was trended via the hashtag End APC Now, which already had over 16,000 engagements on X at the time of filing this report. The netizens criticized the current government of APC for the persistent hardship the citizens have been facing due to the economic policies implemented by President Bola Tinubu. Earlier this year as well, the hashtag End Bad Governance had trended still on X, and Nigerians are wondering what exactly could have spurred these reactions from the netizens. And immediately after, that trend died down, and we thought that that was the end to that was the end to the supposed hashtag that was trending. So here is the conversation that we are having today. So I would like to hear your thought on what the Nigerian netizens are saying. So what do you expect of this?
Okay. You see, in Nigeria, I I I I I just I just wish that the Nigerians can really arise and take this very seriously, because you know, under this administration, people have suffered so many things. Before now, Nigerians have always been suffering one thing or the other from the government. But this time around, we are suffering it in multiple fraction. All right. Now, in Nigeria, we can no longer cook food with tomato. An average Nigerians can no longer cook food with tomato anymore. You can no longer cook food with fresh pepper anymore. People now, resort to dry pepper, Ghana pepper, and all those things. Hunger has increased to a very high level under 1 year of this administration. You know, Meanwhile, our leaders, the cost of changing the tires of their cars is something that can even take care of the needs of many Nigerians. Right. So is a to me, I want to say, is a commendable effort. Is a move that is welcome, because once you have people in power who are not accountable, who are not concerned about the lamentation of the people, then the people should be able to say, no, enough is enough. And I believe that if we can have more people join this race, if we can have more people, more voices, I believe it will get to them. And I want to really hope and pray that our leaders do not wait until this thing gets, or become like the NSAS case before they do something. The people are hungry. People are very hungry, and you don't expect a hungry man not to be angry. All right. So I want to believe that this move has just begun gradually, just like the NSAS move, started gradually. And before you know it, trust Nigerians. In this country, everybody now, no matter how hungry you are, you try and have data.
All right. I would like to read some Nigerian reaction concerning this protest that they are coming up with.
Okay.
One Chinaza says, if Nigerians don't end APC, APC will end Nigerians. End SARS Pro Max. It is not about tribe, religion, culture, or whatever now. It is about the betterment of our Nigeria. Don't be brainwashed. APC is an enemy of progress. An enemy of progress is our enemy. Therefore, end APC now. Now, I would like that we speak on the tribal part of it. In Nigeria, we see that okay, for instance, this hardship that we are all talking about, earlier this year, Yorubas are saying we are hungry. A being power, that was the language in the mouth of Nigerians. most Hausas are suffering. You know, that time when there was fuel scarcity, there was one Hausa man who was crying, and some persons took to their social media and they were saying, after all, you are part of those people who voted for him, so it is none of our business. And we had some Igbos who took to the social media as well and said, we will not be a part of this. You call for it, you said it is a milocom, then you must face the consequence. And we can see that politics has divided us in Nigeria. So how do we then bring this? How do we marry this together? Calling all tribes to come together to put an end to APC. How visible is that in Nigeria?
It's very, very possible. It's very, very visible because what has become now, it has become something that nobody can deny not being affected. You know, the Igbos, they major in business, all right, and I sometimes what is not favoring a salary earner will favor a businessman, all right. In as much as I want to say that the Igbos said what they said then out of anger, because we all know what played out during the 2023 election. Right, how the Yorubas were used to ensure that votes were not carried, election was not carried out in some areas dominated by the Igbos. We all saw it. We cannot deny it. All right. So and I want to believe that that was the reason why the Igbos are playing negligence. But now, if this move should kick off, just as it has started already, everybody will be part of it because we are all feeling it. We are all feeling it. We now spend more to get little. You know, you go to shop right now to buy anything. The amount you spend and what you could have gotten with maybe 20,000 before, you now even 60,000 cannot buy it this time around. Okay, so it's possible because just like the NSAS, it was not a tribal race. All right, the brutality then was felt by both all the tribes, and the hardship now is felt all over Nigeria. You know, every aspect of Nigeria, both the north, the southeast, the southwest, everybody is feeling. So I want to believe that this move, it might be the thing, the force that will bring Nigerians together. You said politics have divided us. This move, this NAPC government, can be the force that will bring that will cancel the division and bring us together.
All right. So I would like that we also react to another post by one Chinaza who said, how can less than 2,000 evil people in APC be holding over 200 million Nigerians in ransom? And she said, is it that we are afraid to react simply because of their torture? Which other torture is more severe than what they are doing to us now? And as she's 100% right.
Very much right.
Because if 200 million Nigerians should storm the streets now, these people would not even wait. They won't wait. And we can see what played out in Kenya. You know, it was what happened. It was the protest in Kenya that made the Kenyan youth know that in the Senate House there was an underground tunnel that those people could escape from. You know, when they stormed the Senate House and they were saying, put an end to this finance bill, they began to destroy things. They were having meeting in the Senate House. And all of those senators, they passed through the underground tunnel to escape out of the Senate House. So that means that the tunnel has been built there for a time like that. So that means these people up there, our leaders, they know that they have plan in place for the day Nigerians head will turn and say we don't want again. They have
an. I don't think they will be able to stand it. See, it's a different when you are fighting with a man that has his tummy filled with food. You know, when you are fighting with a big men, when you have an issue with a big man, or when you see big men having issue, what they do is to carry their phone, call somebody. That is not the kind of move that we're bound to experience in Nigeria. It's a fight of if I die, I die. The fight of Esther, if I perish, I perish. It is a fight of what am I living for? That is what it's going to be.
But do you think these people who are saying, what am I living for, that are complaining of hunger, do you think if Nigerians should see any 10K, urgent 10K now, they will not accept it and say, oh, let me use this 10K to hold my body first?
Nigerians have outgrown that. This administration is an eye-opener. This administration have shaped, you talk about NSAS in promas. It was not easy for them during the NSAS move. Just imagine the promise of it. They won't be able to stand it. And I tell you, they have this. Our leaders have this mindset that Nigerians will keep on enjoying this hardship. We are strong people. We'll just talk. Nothing will happen. But I tell you, things are taking a new shape. And like you rightly stated, you see, the move of the Kenyans youths is a lesson to. They've taught Nigerians something. Their move was not in vain. The move brought about result. And I tell you, something is going on underground. Something is going on underground. I just pity our leaders because they do not know what is coming. Nigerians youth have enjoyed this. Do you know that what the Kenyan youths, were crying out for is just one fraction of what Nigerians are enduring.
Exactly.
It was just, do you know how many things that Nigerians are suffering under this administration? And for 1 year, they've been enduring it.
For me, I think as much as we want to end APC now, there are certain things that we should do underground. Like, I'm actually coming from the part of, what if Nigerians one day wake up and they say, hey, I'm hungry, 10K will do me now. Let me just collect this 10K and just take it like that. I think that we should start first by rejecting whatever palliative they bring to us. They would always, currently as we speak, we don't know if it is just 155 billion naira lamba that they said they would give 50,000 naira to some households. We should start with that. We don't want your money. Sometime in March, there was a video of a senator, or whoever he is, that is giving old women spaghetti. We can start by collecting that spaghetti and throwing it back at them. But we of as much as hungry as we are, it is not for you to give us spaghetti that we will eat and finish in 2 hours, and at the end the spaghetti will digest. Something like that happened, I think, in Ekiti or thereabout.
Yeah.
Where a particular senator, he promised them, if you vote for me, this is what I will do to you. And he didn't do that thing. And as soon as he came back to that community, they stoned him. They stoned him. So if we can start from that, you are giving us palliative. We don't want your palliative. You are sending us money. We don't want your money. For how long are you going to breastfeed Nigerians? For how long are you going to feed them with milk? For how long are you going to pamper the problem, when you're supposed to undo the problem from the grassroots? So we can actually start with that. When they bring in their palliatives, we are not interested.
These people has nothing to offer Nigerians. Someone responded, Nigerians should know by now that APC government has nothing good for Nigerians. And it will not just be about ending APC. It will only be about ending bad governance. Because sometimes what we see is, if you talk about NDPC, they will go and change the name. Or you see some of these bad people, they come to another party. When Nigerian youth will arise. You see, I understand that what you just mentioned are things that have been happening in the time past. But I tell you, this government, this APC have, and you see that the way they are going, they want to take over all the states. It's not as if you are serving the people well and you want to impose yourself on the people, right? So, but when Nigerian youth will arise, be rest assured that they are not going to be able to control what will happen, because angry youths, what the urgent 10K, whatever, is a thing that they've tested and they see that it has never helped. So I don't want to believe that will be able to happen again.
Yeah, exactly. Because over time we have seen that APC government is reckless. APC government is insensitive. Do you know that currently in Ogun State, the governor, Dapo Abiodun, has been called out to build road he has been there since 2019. 5 years, and the roads are still very bad. As insensitive as they are, he allotted 29 billion naira for new purchase of SUVs. 2.4 billion naira for new purchase of SUVs for lawmakers, and another 19 billion naira for contingencies that we don't know how the condition of the country will be for our senators, for our lawmakers. So we are allotting this amount of money for them. So you see the highest height of insensitivity. So we can see that so far, the APC government does not care about what Nigerians are
At
experiencing.
all.
So it is high time Nigerians take the bull by the horn.
Seriously.
And all Nigerian youth are so in support of this. Whatever that will be at stake should be at stake,
Surely.
just so they can get their right. So let me hear your final word on the story as we wrap up.
All right, you see, Nigerian youth, it is a time for us to know that the number of the masses are more than the number of the leaders. If these people have decided to show us shege in its promise, I think we should know that we have what it takes to stop them. And if we don't stop them as Nigerian youth, they will stop us. No, we must take. One thing we must know is that for change to happen, some people must arise for it. It is a time for us to arise in Nigeria and end bad governance. These people who are out to suck Nigeria dry, these people who are out to ensure that they pauperize Nigerians, a giant of Africa, a country that is blessed with so many resources, suffering from what they could be able to provide for themselves and supply to other nations. It's a time to say enough is enough.
Of course.
All right. If other countries did it and succeeded, Nigeria can do it. We can do it. All right. So I am saying that Nigerian youth should come together and let's join forces to ensure that these people who do not mean well for us should vacate the seat. Let those who are out to serve occupy the seat.
All right. So far in Nigeria, we see that countless protests are surfaced all over Nigeria that has not been acknowledged by the Nigerian government. There was a 2-day protest by the NLC that was not acknowledged till date. There was protest on payment of salary that was not acknowledged. There was protest on hunger that was not acknowledged by the Nigerian government. This is a proof that Nigerian government is not ready to serve the Nigerian people. And we've got the blueprint from the Kenyan youth. So it is high time Nigerians storm the streets to put an end to bad governance. Since this is what they are calling for, they got it. On this segment of Newspaper Review, this is all that we can take. But before we leave the studio, we'd like that you follow us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook, we're Prime Media TV. On Instagram and TikTok, we're Prime Media Studios. On the website where you're currently watching us, we're enginespeak.com. And you can do well to follow us on YouTube at Enginespeak. I am Ayo. Until I come your way again, do have a great day.